Hey, Craig.
Wow, you're excited. What's up?
Wii U.
We me?
We us.
Are you talking about a Nintendo thing again?
I am.
Oh.
And so are we.
Oh no. So are we? Really?
Yes. So are we.
So are we.
Oh.
So are we.
So are we.
We have a problem.
I am so going to put that in there. We discuss the Wii.
We discussed the Wii. Hello, Internet.
What is up?
Today, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, we'll get to the today in a minute. Thank you for joining us. This is the Craig and Chris Show, where we talk about stuff that interests us and
Hopefully interests you.
hopefully interests you.
We're praying for it.
Make sure you check out craigandchris.com, where we stock bulk.
Awesome.
We stock bulk and awesome. Did you see what I just
Yes.
did? We stock awesome in bulk.
Yes, we do.
One of these days, we're actually going to make sense.
I fear that day.
We fear change.
We make sense. To those who get it.
Make sure you hashtag Craig and Chris if you want us to read your comments on the comment show, which is going to be awesome.
Name pending.
And tomorrow. Name pending. And today we're talking about the Wii U.
Yes.
We me?
We nobody.
We nobody.
Unfortunately.
That's the unfortunate part. Now, before we get yelled at by the Nintendo fans,
Which, it might not happen.
because I am formerly a Nintendo fan.
I don't even want to say formerly.
I'm actually still a Nintendo
Yeah.
fan. Everything they do is still awesome.
Yes.
The problem is that they're the only ones doing it. They got nobody on the Nintendo train. It's Nintendo driving the
Versus the
train, building the train, fueling the train, running the train, and actually having every train be pretty much the same color.
Yeah. This was going to be a rough one. Buckle in, folks.
Yeah, it is.
We are discussing the news
on the Wii U.
that Nintendo kind of finally admitted that the Wii U isn't selling well.
And it's kind of funny that what's the first rule of recovery?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Admitting you have a problem.
That's right.
That is absolutely true. Because, it got to a point where I think even people who are fans of Nintendo,
Like
which
us.
we are, we're like,
Okay.
Come on, friend.
Come on, man. We want to love you again.
It was like, what? How long
we want to love you again.
It's been out, how long? Like a year or two?
About that, yeah.
And even when they were like the newest system, because everyone still only had PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, they were kind of sitting there going, we're going to sell this many.
I'm going to give you a story.
And then a year passed by, and they're like, we're going to sell this many millions. And then another year passed by, and they were kind of like, it's coming.
No, really.
There's going to be a
we
resurgence.
are really going to sell this many.
There's going to be a resurgence. You wait and see, everyone. And then they were kind of like, it's not coming.
I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell the internet a story. Join me, children.
Yeah.
I got to stop doing that. Am I really making you awkward on that?
No, it's just, I feel bad.
No, I am going to tell them a story. I'm serious. I got a story to tell.
I just want to say, we feel bad for Nintendo.
I do too.
This is not like,
I love
this is not a hate video.
It's not,
So,
by any means. But I am going to tell you a story. Buddy of mine. You know Tom?
not this buddy.
No, not this buddy. You know Tom?
He has more than one. I know Tom.
You know Tom? Okay,
I know.
Tom. Tom is one of the most dedicated Nintendo fans that I know. Even
Yes.
more dedicated than I was.
Yes.
And we both went out and got our Wii, the first Wii. You know, we got it in advance, that kind of stuff. It just never sounds right. But we went out and I got it at Walmart, the night of release. Because, dude, Zelda, Metroid, all these great games, right? I'm totally on board with this. And the Wii had a lot of good games.
Yeah.
And I liked the GameCube, unlike a lot of people.
I liked it too, actually.
I think it's the best thing they've done since... yeah, it's the best thing they've done recently. I don't even say since, because almost everything they did before the GameCube was amazing. So anyways, he went out and bought the Wii U.
Yes.
And he played it.
Okay.
A week later, he brought it back.
Ooh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I've never returned a Nintendo system.
I've never returned one, period.
Yeah.
I've returned it because it's been red ringing all over the place.
But
I wanted another.
He returned
So,
the Wii.
no sale.
Yeah, no
Return.
sale. Return.
Refund.
Refund, yes.
Why?
Just didn't like it.
Wow.
He said it was he says it's the Wii. It's not anything, nothing new.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and this is hardcore Nintendo guy, man. Come on. That's really kind of disappointing. And I think that really kind of sums up everybody's attitude about the Wii right now. I'm glad they finally admitted there's a problem, but it's been like 4 years. Do you think they can get back that loyalty?
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna after I said it out loud, I was like, yeah. I mean, if they really stepped up their game and got some third-party support, I'd be back in a second. I mean, realistically.
I think, what would you say is Nintendo's problem?
Oh, yeah, we were going to discuss this.
Because we were going to discuss their problem.
What was my argument on that? I even forgot.
I don't even remember what you
I can't remember
mine.
My biggest... Oh, no, I remember what it was. My biggest thing with Nintendo, I believe that they're struggling with the most, is no third-party support. Mm-hmm. I think that is the single worst problem for Nintendo, in my opinion. And the reason I think that's a problem is because the only thing that keeps their systems afloat are their games. And as a Nintendo guy, I love their games.
Okay. But
I don't want to go out and buy a system just for first-party games. I just don't.
Sure.
I don't want to go out and buy an entire... Like, I can only play the same platformers so many times before they're the same platformers. I want to be able to pop in an Assassin's Creed, or I want to be able to pop in... I'm not saying they should have third parties make the games and for all the other consoles, but they need third-party exclusives. Like they used to. The Donkey Kongs, when Rare owned them, the Squaresoft games, all the Squaresoft games back in the Super Nintendo day were amazing.
Not Square Enix, Squaresoft.
Not Square Enix. Square Enix sucks. Squeenix. No, you're fired. Well, I don't want to say that because actually their recent Final Fantasies haven't been bad.
I haven't played any of the Final Fantasies.
I'm not a big fan of Squeenix, but it's taken them a long time to get where they're supposed to be. Anyways, but there was a bunch of third-party games that were just spectacular.
Sure.
But that's
kind of dried up.
But the games make the system. So that's my argument. I think it's the lack of third-party exclusives myself.
See, my opinion is I think Nintendo's problem is adaptation. I don't think that they've been particularly good at adapting to modern gaming. They're good with like the which is odd because they're revolutionary on some fronts, like we got the Wii U nunchuck and things like that, or the Wii nunchuck and the Wiimote and all that, and the motion gaming. They did kind of pull it off before anyone else did. Then everyone else was like, "We're gonna have one too."
Yeah, Connect.
Yeah. So I mean, there was this odd sense of, on one hand, they are pretty good at pushing it forward, but on the other hand, their games are still not voiced, for instance. Or,
no voice acting.
You know, they still sometimes have the MIDI music.
Yes.
Or that's an issue. Apparently
no actual music.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think...
No HD. Change. Took them forever just to get HD.
Yeah, I mean, time's got to change a little bit with some of the stuff.
No online content. No way to play with your buddies over the internet, really, in a good way, effective way.
Yeah, or even communicate,
because that was kind of their philosophy, was that no, this system is meant to be played in your home,
which is fine, but as Craig will say, we have another friend. We have several friends,
believe it or not.
We have another friend who lives in Colorado, and we're still in contact with him, regular contact through Xbox, which is awesome.
Grand Theft Auto 5, in fact. And you know what's cool about that? If you guys are into Xbox, you can follow us, Craig and Chris, when we do. You know how we do our Let's Plays?
The Craig and Chris Play.
Craig and Chris Play. We do those videos. By the way, guys, subscribe to CraigandChris.com. But we have like 8 uploads a week. Is it 8 or 9? It's 8. It's 8. It's 8-ish.
It's 8.
But when we do that, we have a gamer tag, Craig and Chris. So make sure you guys follow us on Xbox. So.
Yeah, and then, let's see. Apparently, just to get back to their problem, is I guess Nintendo is operating on a $336 million loss.
Is that just in America, though, I wonder? Probably. Because
it might be.
The Wii is a hit.
No, well, this is just for the Wii U.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was bad in Japan then,
The Wii U. I don't know. I think my problem was, I think they marketed to the wrong people.
They've been doing that
with
for
the Wii.
years.
The Wii, they kind of marketed more to a casual crowd, and I don't think the casual market cares that there's another one.
No, that doesn't matter at all. Okay. That would be my wife telling us that the pizza's here.
Which we ordered 3.5 years ago.
Which we ordered 2 hours ago. Usually we eat before our episode. So if we seem somewhat lethargic, it's because we've been dying of starvation.
We're hanging in there.
So thank you guys for coming out again. Remember, hashtag Craig and Chris. If you want your comments, leave red on the comment show.
Yeah.
Name pending. No. So thank you guys for joining us. Let us know what your thoughts are on Nintendo, the Wii U. Love it, hate it. let us know. And
do people need to give it another shot, or the first shot more likely?
Yeah, that would be a good question. Hashtag Craig and Chris if you want us to read your comments on the comment show. Like I said, go to craigandchris.com. Subscribe to...
Awesome.
Awesome. We stock awesome in bulk.
Awesome.
Lots of awesome.
Lots and lots.
Every week. I'm gonna get some pizza.
Awesome entertainment.
I'm starving.
Pizza's good.
My stomach.
Let's go right
hurts.
now.
Okay.